We finally got an update about the Wonder Woman game from Warner Brothers ahead of Summer Game Fest. And of course, it's bad news.
Come on, man.
What it do, Durag Nation? I'm back with Super News Bits to give you the latest superhero news in 3 minutes or less because I respect your time if you subscribe. So if this video was helpful, hit the like button so it reaches more people, but if it wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. It's been 3 long years since the Wonder Woman game got its world premiere trailer during the Game Awards. At the time, fans were thrilled not just because we were finally getting a DC game that had nothing to do with Batman, but because on paper, this game sounded amazing. An open world action game starring one of the DC Trinity developed by Monolith Productions using their nemesis system, which means every combat encounter will have much more weight since enemies you don't permanently put down will remember you and can get stronger, even adapting to your combat style. This was the highlight of their last game, Middle-earth: Shadow of War, and was so good, people were mostly willing to give them a pass on the insane amount of microtransactions, which were eventually patched out of the game. Maybe we should have taken that as a sign that this game wasn't as much of a surefire hit as we thought, as we've only gotten a few updates about the game since then, apart from hiring announcements. And one of them was a controversy where a job posting for the Wonder Woman game called for a potential employee with live service experience, leading to WB issuing a statement promising Wonder Woman won't be live service, which of course doesn't mean it won't have any microtransactions. It will still likely follow a games as a service model, especially since the CEO of Warner Brothers straight up said that was their strategy going forward. So while it won't be like Self-Harm Squad Violence to Justice League, which looks like it's shutting down any day now, expect something closer to Arkham Knight. However, even with WB Games Montreal reportedly helping as a support studio, things apparently still aren't going well for Wonder Woman. Famous media personality and CEO of Kinda Funny, Greg Miller, dropped a scoop on his popular gaming podcast, revealing that a source reached out to him and told him things with the Wonder Woman game were troubled.
Maybe that is WB and David Zaslav and like everything being canceled, but I think also maybe it's a good time just to announce or, re-show Wonder Woman.
Show something.
Show something, yeah. Show signs of life.
I don't know. Here you go. You want it? You want the exclusive?
Greg.
I'll give you my Jeff Grubb information, all right?
Oh.
In the past year, because I'll leave it ambiguous, I have talked to an insider who was like, this game's troubled. That's it. That's all I'll say. Yeah. So I don't hold out hope that it's in a place to show something.
Which is not something you ever want to hear about a game in development. The best case scenario for a game with a troubled development cycle is Cyberpunk, but they usually end up falling somewhere between Gollum and Gotham Knights. Hopefully they manage to figure it out and get the game on track. If not though, there are still more superhero games to look forward to, and you can see up to 7 of them at Summer Game Fest in a few days. Click the video on screen to learn more.